किंमत आता
मॅडम आपण जॉईन झाला.
तर
ओके ओके. विद्यार्थ्यांना सूचना, सर्वांनी आपले माईक म्यूट ठेवायचे आहेत, कोणीही मध्ये बोलायचे नाही आहे, कारण हे जे लेक्चर आहे ते आपण यूट्यूब लाईव्ह रेकॉर्डिंग करत आहोत, त्यामुळे त्याची काळजी घ्या. अटेंडन्स लिंक जी आहे ती चॅटबॉक्समध्ये सेंड केलेली आहे, तर विद्यार्थ्यांनी ती अटेंडन्स लिंक कॉन्टॅक्ट सेशनच्या दरम्यान भरायची आहे. ओके. आणि मी मॅडमला विनंती करतो की आजचा जो काही सेशन आहे बिझनेस मॅनेजमेंटचा, तर मॅडमने सुरू करा.
yes sir, thank you.
ओके.
Good afternoon all. Previously we will see the unit first and unit 2, that is the introduction to management and contribution toward the management thoughts. In this session we just see the what is strategic management, and last unit, that is contemporary issues in management. So first of all, we will see what is strategic management. In Marathi, that is the meaning of धोरणात्मक व्यवस्थापन or व्यूहरचनात्मक व्यवस्थापन. But there are some definitions and some meaning of strategic management. This is the actually strategic management is exciting and challenging, but it makes the fundamental decisions about the future direction of a firm, its purpose, its resources, and how it is interact with the environment which is operates, and every aspect of the environment that is the plays a important role in a strategy. So the strategic management model deals with the just planning, analyzing and assessing different factors and inputs critical for the production. It also entails the evaluation, allocation and exploitation of available resources to achieve specified business objectives. So the corporate culture, internal structure and skills of human resources that is influence the strategy development process of an organization. So in strategic management, that is some aids as a business in developing a model that includes specifies on existing resources and how to use them to achieve its goals. So also developing appropriate solutions become easier with good communication, relevant data collection, and a complete understanding of the organizational culture. So, strategic management does not replace the traditional management activities such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So here we just see the some definitions which are given by famous authors. First definition is given by Alfred Chandler in 1962. He called as the strategic management is concerned with the determination of the basic long-term goals and the objectives of an enterprise, and the adoption of courses of action and allocation of resources what is necessary for carrying out these organizational goals. Next definition is given by Luke and George in 1984. So he called as the strategic management is a stream of decisions and actions which lead to the development of an effective strategy or strategies to help achieve corporate objectives. Next definition is given by David in 1997. Uh, Strategic management is a process of formulating, implementing, and evaluating cross functional decisions that enable an organization to achieve its goals. That are the some definitions which are related to strategic management. There are some nature of strategic management. We just see in short, the strategic management can be defined as the art and science of formulating, implementing, and evaluating, and also cross-functional decisions that enable an organization to achieve its goals. So it is a different in nature from other aspects of management. So, an individual planner is most often required to deal with problems of operational nature. So he generally focuses on day-to-day problems such as the efficient production of goods, the management of a sales force, the monitoring of financial performance, or the design of some new system that will improve the level of customer service. So there are some dimensions that are the top management environment. This is the dimension of strategic management. Also, there is a required of large amount of resources. This is second dimension and affect the firm's long-term prosperity. That is also the dimension of strategic management. Next is future-oriented and multifunctional or multi-business consequences, and also non-self generative decisions. That are the some dimensions of strategic management. But why the strategy management is important, or why there needs in every organization? So no business firm can afford to travel in a effort manner, but it has to travel with the support of some route map. So strategic management provide the route map for the firm. So it makes it possible for the firm to take decisions that is concerning the future with a greater awareness of their implication. So it provides a direction to the company. It means strategic management is always provide to directions, some important route for achieving their objective and goals. That's for the strategic management is important. So it indicates how growth could be achieved, the external environment. Please mute your mics. The external environment influences the management practices within any organization. So strategy links the organization to this external world. So changes in these external forces create both opportunities and threats. So to an organization position, but above that all, but they create uncertainty also. That's why strategic planning is offer a systematic means of coping with uncertainty and adapting to change. There are some reasons for the increasing number of firms are using strategic management. First is it helps, strategic management helps the firm to be more proactive than reactive in shaping its own future. Next is it provides the roadmap for the firm. It helps the firm utilizing resources in the best possible manner, and it allows the firm to anticipate change and be prepared to manage it. And it helps, strategic management helps the firm to respond to environmental changes in a better way. So it minimizes the changes of mistake and unpleasant surprises in that organization. So it provides also clear objectives and direction for the employees. There are some benefits of and importance of strategic management. On your screen there are some important, that is the give competitive advantage. It helps achieve the goals of organization at and strategic management is improve the organizational performance too, and synchronizes process, that also the workforce and strategies, and also it allows using past strategies as a reference for the future decision. So there are some importance for the strategic management for each and every organization. So there is some benefits of that strategic management. That is a uh, system
आवाज येत नाहीये. मॅडम आवाज येत नाही.
Organization, in contrast to tries to optimize for tomorrow the trends of today. So there is today we will see just one example. Today all top companies are involved in strategic management. So there are findings which that is to respond to competitors, cope with difficult environmental changes, and also meet changing customer needs and effectively use the available resources. So it is important to note that strategic planning goes far beyond the planning process. Unlike the traditional planning or strategy planning involves a long-term planning that is under conditions of uncertainty and complexity, such as planning that is involve strategic thinking, strategic decision making, and strategic approach too. So there are some structured approach to strategy planning that brings several benefits. जे माईक ऑन आहेत त्यांनी प्लीज माईक ऑफ करा. So there are some approaches. That is, the first is it reduces the uncertainty. It means strategy management is reduce the uncertainty of that or each and every organization. Next is it provides a link between long and short term, and also it facilitates the control. But it also facilitates the measurement. That is the approach. Some approaches that regarding the strategic management, but there are some financial and also non-financial benefits. First, financial benefits are like research indicates that organization engaged in strategic management are often or more profitable and successful than those that do not. So, business that follow strategy management concepts have shown significant improvements in sales, profitability, and productivity. That is the compared to firm and without systematic planning activities and objectives. That are the regarding the financial benefits. But second is the non-financial benefits that are the enhanced awareness of external threats. That is the indirectly effect on the next
मला
is
नाही
the
माहिती दिदीचं.
non-financial benefit is improved
चावी
understanding
त्यांच्याकडेच
of
आहे.
competitors strategy. Harshali Pawar, please keep your mic.
नाही डिगीचं बटन आहे.
कोण हर्षली पवार का?
हा.
एक मिनिट मॅडम. हर्षली पवार आता म्यूट केलंय. अजून कोण बोलतोय मॅडम?
एक मिनिट सर सांगते.
स्टुडंटने एक रिक्वेस्ट आहे, जर तुम्ही मॅडमने सूचना देऊन जर माईक म्यूट केला नाही, माझ्याकडे सर्व रेकॉर्ड येत असतं. नेक्स्ट टाईमपासून तुम्हाला या कॉन्टॅक्ट सेशनने काहीसुद्धा माहिती मिळणार नाही. अशा पद्धतीने तुम्हाला ब्लॉक केलं जाईल.
Okay, sir. Then reduce the residence to change. That is also non-financial benefit to the organization. Next is clearer understanding of performance and reward relationship and enhance the problem prevention capabilities of organization. And also it increase the interaction among managers at all division and the functional levels too. So it's increase the order and discipline that are the all about the non-financial benefits of strategic management to the organization. But according to Jordan Greenley, it's offer that it allows the identification, prioritization, and exploitation opportunities. Just like it provides the objective view of management problems. So next part of that unit is the strategic management process. It's all about the strategic objectives and analysis, strategic formulation. Next is strategic implementation, and last is strategic evaluation and control. Then what is strategic analysis and strategic objectives? That are the foundation of strategy. It is a definition of organizational purpose, but this defines the business of an organization and what type of organization it wants to be. So many organizations develop broad statements of purpose. So in the form of vision and mission statement, these form the springboards for the development, that is the more specific objectives and the choice of strategy to achieve them. Next is strategy choice or strategy formulation. That is the analysis stage to provide the basis for strategic choice. It allows the manager to consider what the organization could do given the mission, environment, and capabilities. A choice which also reflect the value of manager and other stakeholders. Next process is strategic implementation. So implementation is depends on the ensuring that the organization has suitable and structural the right resources and competencies, that is the skills, finance, technology, etc. That is the right leadership and the culture. So strategy implementation depends on operational factors being put into the place. And last process is strategic evaluation and control. So organizations set up the appropriate monitoring and control systems that develop standards and target to judge the performance. That are the just four processes of strategic management. So strategic objectives and analysis, that is just depend on the vision, mission, and value. So and the strategic formulation is depend on just plan gathers the resources, and also it's a strategy implementation is allocated the training resources. And next is the strategy evaluation and control, that is the evaluation correction and evaluation control also. So next part of that unit is the strategic intent, that involve the vision, mission, goals, and objectives. So first of all, we will see just a minute. माझी स्क्रीन दिसते का सगळ्यांना? प्लीज जरा सांगा. Okay, it shows that a strategic management process of कोणती स्लाइड दिसते?
Strategic management process.
Okay,
Strategic management process.
okay, thank you.
शिकागो.
Next part is the strategic intent. That is all
Madam,
about, yes.
तुमचं काय काम? ते शिपाई म्हणून आहे, शिपाई डॉक्टर. इंजिनियर. काय नाव ते?
First of all, we will see
आणि हा सुभाष आहे पहिला, नंतर मग हा
हाकीम नेहा सुभाष. पहिले काय होतं?
पहिले आता लिहिणं विचारतील.
देवी सर
हा मॅडम.
हा सुरू करू ना.
हो मॅडम, सॉरी.
Yes, sir. It's okay. First of all, we will see the what is a vision. Okay. So vision has been defined in several different ways. That is, the Richard Lyons define vision as a challenging and imaginative picture of the future role and objectives of an organization. We all know every organization has a vision statement. Vision statement also are defined, and that is the future role and objectives of that organization. So significantly going beyond its the current environment and competitive competition position. So what is the nature of vision? A vision actually represents and animating dream about the future for the firm. So by its nature, it has a advocacy, that is the why big hairy advocacy goal, that is the BHAG. It is a powerful motivator to action. So it captures both the minds and the heart of people. So there are some characteristics of vision statement, that is the possibility, desirability, actionability, articulation, and the abilities of that organization. So that are the characteristics which are.
हॅलो मॅडम,
Yes.
स्क्रीन दिसत नाहीये.
Okay, 1 second. काहीतरी इश्यू आहे. मी परत शेअर करते. ओके.
हॅलो. अगं बाई.
Now it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. So there is in vision statement there are 4 characteristics. Okay. Well, first is the possibility. Means the vision should entail innovations possibilities for dramatic organizational improvement, and that is the extent to which it draws upon shared organizational norms and values about the way things should be done. Third characteristic is actionability. It means the ability of people to see in the vision, so that actions that they can take that are relevant to them. So articulation means that the vision has a imaginary that is powerful enough to communicate clearly a picture of where the organization is headed. Okay. Next part is the importance of vision. Why vision is important to every organization? That is the link to the competitive advantages, enhancing the organizational performance, and achieving sustained organizational growth. There are some advantages of vision. First is good vision fosters long-term thinking, and also it create a common identity and shared
तिथून काढायचं.
sense of purpose.
काही शिकावं नसेल.
अगोदर
So it
डिस्टन्स मध्ये ऍडमिशन होतं. कोणत्या विषयाला होतं?
ऍक्च्युली फॉर्म तिनं केले फर्स्ट इयर. आता ती कर्नाटकला गेली. तिला तिथं बीएड करायचं. मग त्यासाठी मायग्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट हवं. मग ते आता फॉर्म भरलाय मी.
sir,
सही शिकवलं. मग ते कुठे घ्यायचं सही शिकवलं.
इथं पाठीमागे अनेक सरांचं.
देवी सर,
हा मॅडम.
आपला आवाज येतोय सर. माईक म्यूट करा. Yes, also our vision is inspiring and exhilarating, and also it represents a discontinuity, a step function and a jump ahead so that the company know what it is to be. So it fosters risk taking and experimentation also. So good vision is a competitive, original, and also that is the unique. It makes sense in the marketplace. So a good vision represents the integrity. So it is a truly genuine and can be used for the benefit of people. And there are some different processes, that is the crafting a vision, that is the leader dominated approach, pumping approach, and facilitation approach. That are about our vision statement. Next is the mission. What is mission? So it defines as the essential purpose of the organization. So concerning particularly why it is in existence, the nature of the business it is in, and the customer it seeks to serve and satisfy. So hunger and villain simply call the mission as the purpose or reason for the organization existence. So a mission can be defined as a sentence that is the describing a company's function, markets, and competitive advantages. So it is a short written statement of your business goals and philosophies. So it defines what an organization is and why it exists and its reasons for being. So at a minimum, an vision statement should define who are the primary customer of that company. So identify the product and services it produces and describe the geographical location in which it operates. For example, there is a ONGC company. Its mission statement is to stimulate, continue, and accelerate efforts to develop and maximize the contribution of the energy sector to the economy of the country. So Cadbury of India that define the mission statement as to attain leadership position in the confectionery market and achieve a strong national presence in the food, drinks, and sectors. So it's also about the Hindustan Liver Company. It's defined the mission statement as our purpose. It is to meet everyday needs of people everywhere and to anticipate the aspiration of our customer and to respond creatively and competitively with branded products and services which raise the quality of life. And McDonald's has the mission statement to offer the customer fast food prepared in the same high quality worldwide, tasty and reasonably priced and delivered in a consistent, low key decor and friendly manner. That are the just examples of mission statement. There are some importance for the mission statement. Why mission statement is important to every organization, small scale, large scale industries also. It helps, actually mission statement helps to ensure uncertainty on anonymity of purpose within the organization. So it provides a basis or a standard for allocating organizational resources. So it also establishes in general tone or organizational climate. So it important to thus serve as a focal point for individuals to identify with the organization purpose and direction. So it facilitates the transactional and objectives into tasks assigned to responsible people within the organization. That are just about the mission statement. So next part of the strategic intent is goal. What is goal? uh, Today or everyone knows what is goal and goals and also objectives, that is the defined previously, uh, which completing the task and achieving the future goals or future objectives that are the used in a variety ways that sometimes in a conflict sense. The term goal is often used interchangeably with the term objectives. It means goal of that organization or companies is interchangeably in the with the term of objective. So the objective term is the finalized for the end of that company or life for that lifetime. So a good Goal is considered to be an open-ended statement of what one want to accomplish with no qualification of want. It is to be achieved with and know with criteria for its completion. For example, a simple statement of increased profitability is a goal but not an objective because it does not state how much profit the firm want to make. Right? So objective are the end result of the planned activity. So they state what it is to be accomplished by when and should be quantified. For example, there is an increased profit by 10% over the last year in an last year. That is an objective. So it may be seen from the above goals denote what an organization hope to accomplish in a future period of time. So they represent a future state or outcome of the effort put in now. So objective are the end that states specifically how the goal shall be achieved. In the sense, objectives make the goal operational. So what is objective? So objective are the results or outcomes and organization want to achieve in pursuing its basic mission. So the basic purpose of setting objectives is to convert the strategic vision and mission into specific performance target. So objective functions as a yardstick for tracking and organization performance and progress. So there are some characteristics for objectives. First is specific, that is the well stated objective. Quantifiable, measurable, that is the clear objectives. Also, that is the consistent, reasonable, challenging, communicated throughout the organization. So, role of the objectives is they provide the legitimacy and they state the direction. Also, they add in a evaluation. They create a synergy. Objectives are reveal the priorities. Also, objectives are focus the coordination, and also they act as a benchmark for monitoring progress, and they also provide the motivation. That are the role of the objectives. There are some nature of objective. First is the hierarchy of objective. Second is long range and short range objective. And next is the multiplicity of objective and the network of objective. That are all about the objective and plans. Plans are also known the every organization need their planning for the achieving their goals, objectives, vision and mission. So that are the strategy intents are covered here. Next is the Porter's five force model. Then what is the Porter five force model or analysis? In 1979, the Harvard Business Review published the article that is the How Competitive Forces Shape Strategy by Professor Michael Porter. So, it started a revolution in the strategy field. In subsequent decades, Porter five forces that are the threat of new entrants or new entrance threat in industry. Next is intensity of rivalry among industry competitors. Next is bargaining power of buyer or power of customers, power of suppliers, bargaining power of suppliers, and also the threat of substitute product and services. That are the five models of the porters. Next part of that unit is the levels of strategy. First is corporate level, next is business level, and last is functional level. That are the three basic and important levels of that strategy. Then first of all we will see the what is corporate level strategy. So corporate strategy or corporate level strategy is primarily about the choice of direction or the corporation as a whole. So the basic purpose of a corporate strategy is to add value to the individual businesses. So a corporate strategy involves the decision relating to the choice of business, choice of allocation and resources, and among different businesses. That is the transferring skills and capabilities from one set of business to others. So and managing and nurturing a portfolio of business in such as a way to obtain synergies among product lines and business units. So there are two basic issues in corporate strategy, that are the what business should a firm complete in, and how can these businesses be coordinated and managed so that they are create synergy. That about the corporate strategy. Next is the business strategy or business level strategy. That is the each and every business should have its own business strategy, right? Business strategy is basically a competitive strategy, and it's concerned more with how a business competes successfully in the chosen market. The strategy decisions at the business level, that is the revolve around the choice of products and markets, that is the meeting the need of customer, protect, protecting market share, gaining advantages over competitor, and it's creating new opportunities and earning profit at the business unit level. In short, business strategy outline the competitive posture of its operation in the industry. So business strategy is guided by the direction that is the set by corporate strategy. That is the first strategy of strategic management. It takes the cue format or priorities set by the corporate strategy. So it translates the direction and intent generated as the corporate level into objectives and strategy for the individual business unit. So it include the industry structure also, generic strategies and positioning of the firm, that also including the business strategy. And last is the functional strategy, that are the dependent on the functional areas of that organization, also that's involve the planning, organizing, staffing, controlling, and also there are more and more functional areas that also related to the functional strategy level. Next part is that the BCG matrix on your screen, that shows the stars, question mark, pairs, and cash cows, that are the about BCG matrix. First of all, we will see what is BCG matrix. The BCG matrix was developed by the Boston Consultancy Group in 1970s. So it also called the growth share matrix. It means GS matrix. So this is the most popular and simplest matrix to describe a corporation's portfolio of businesses or products.
मैडम वॉइस कट वाला है.
Okay. BCG matrix is based on the premise that majority of the companies carried out multiple business activity in a number of different product and market segments. Together, these different businesses from the business portfolio of the company. So, which need to be balanced for overall profitability of the company. So, to ensure long-term success, a company's business portfolio should consist of both high growth product in need of cash inputs and low growth product that generates excess cash. The BCG metric helps to determine priorities in a product portfolio. So its basic purpose is to invest where there is a growth from which the firm can benefit, and divest those in businesses that have low market share and low growth prospects. So each of the product or business unit is plotted and a two-dimensional matrix, that is the relative market share and the market growth rate. Okay, so there is the analysis of BCG matrix, just like on your screen visible, and is classified in the star, cash cows, question marks, and dogs or pets. First of all, we will see the star, that means high growth and high market share. So star are products that enjoy a relatively high market share in a strongly growing market. They are potentially profitable and make growth further to become an important product or category for the company. So the firm should focus on the investment in this product or business unit. So the general feature of star is the high growth rate means they need heavy investment. Next is high market share means they have economies of scale and generate large amount of cash. And next feature is but they need more cash than they generate. So this high growth rate will mean that they will need heavy investment is to take the cash from the cash cows to fund star. So cash may also be invested selectively in some problem, that is the question mark, to turn them into star. So the other problem may be milked or even sold to provide fund elsewhere. Next is cash cows. That is the low growth and high market share. So these are the product areas that have high relative market shares but exist in low growth market. So the business is matured and there is assume that the lower levels of investment will be required on this cash and profit. So such profits would then be transferred to support the star. That is the high market shares or high growth of that market. So there are some features of cash cows. These generate the both cash and profit. The business is mature and needs lower level of investment. And also profit are transferred to support stars and question mark. And also the danger is that the cash cows may become under supported and begin to lose their market. Next is question marks, that the product that have a high growth rate but a low market share. Question marks are also called the problem children or wild cats. These are products with low relative market shares in high growth market. So the high market growth means that considerable investment may still be required and the low market share will be mean that the such product will have difficulty in generating substantial cash. There are some features of a question mark. Their cash needs are high, but their cash generation is low. But organization must decide whether to strengthen them to or sell them to. Okay. Last is dogs or cats or pets, that the low growth and low market share. These are products that have low market share in low growth and businesses. So these are product will need low investment, but they are unlikely to be major profit earners. In practice, they may observe cash required to hold their position. So they are often regarded as unattractive for the long term and recommended for disposal. So their features are they are not profit earner, but they observe cash and they are unattractive and often recommended for disposal. That are all about the decision matrix. Next is the mechanics 7S models or frameworks, that are the related to the 7S, that is the steel, staff, style, system, structure, and strategy. Then what is about that? According to Miner, the implementation of policies and strategies concerned with the design and management of system to achieve the best integration of people, structures, processes, and resources in reaching organizational purposes. So, uh, McKinney's 7S model or a framework is a good at capturing the importance of all these elements. That framework is illustrated that strategy, shared value, structure, system, staff, and skill style. So This framework is basically deals with organizational change. The main thrust of change is not connected only with the organization strategy. It has to be understood by the complex relationship that exists between that 7S model: strategy, structure, system, style, staff, skills, and super originate goals, that are called as the 7S model of the organization. So, is all about the mechanism S model. There are some techniques of strategy evaluation, that is the some techniques which are regarding the strategy evaluation, and that are all about, first of all we will see the what is strategy evaluation. So strategy evaluation and control is the final phase in the process of strategy management. Its a basic purpose is to ensure that the strategy is achieving the goals and objectives set for the strategy. It's include the three basic activities: that the examining the underlying basis of firm strategy, next is comparing expected results with actual results, and third is taking corrective action to ensure that performance and conforms to plan. So this is all about the strategy evaluation. It is the concern with tracking the strategy as it is the being implemented, detecting problems or changes in its underlying premises, and making necessary adjustment. So some techniques which are given on your screen: the gap analysis. It measures gap between the organization current position and its desired position. Next is SWOT analysis. It evaluates the organization's strength and weaknesses, and also opportunities and threats. So next is the PEST analysis, that identifies the political, economic, social, and technological factors that may impact the organization ability to achieve its organization. And last is the benchmarking, that identifies how close the organization has come to its final objective, as well as how far it has to go. Next is the types of strategic control, that is the premise control, implementation control, strategic surveillance, and special alert control. And the fourth unit is all about your ethical issues in the management. First is the issues in finances. In short, we will just see the issues in financial. In accounting, the window dressing, misleading financial analysis. Next is insider trading, security fraud leading to manipulate the of the financial market, and executive compensation, that is the ethical issues in finance, and ethical issues in HRM, that is the employment issues, issues related to cash and incentive plan, as like discrimination of the employees, and performance appraisal, issues related to the employees privacy, safety, and health, that all related to ethical issues. And next is the ethical issues in marketing, that related to the market research, issues related to the target customer and market, its issues related to the pricing, advertising, and promotion, and also it related to the data collection, privacy, and the distribution. And next is the issues, ethical issues in the production. So defective services and product or products, those are innately deleterious, like alcohol, tobacco, fast motor vehicle, warfare, chemical manufacturing, etc. The issues in production, use of new technology, that are the also ethical issues in production, animal testing, and also pollution, global warming, increase in water toxicity, that are the all about the products, ethical issues in production. Next is the research. What are the ethical issues in research? The principle of voluntary participation required that people should not be covered or forced into participating in this research. So there are certain standards to be applied in order to protect the privacy of research participants, and it's increasingly researcher have to deal with the ethical issues of a person's right to serve, that are all about the ethical issues in management. In ethical issues in finance, HRM, marketing, production, and research. And last part of that unit is the challenges and opportunities in e-commerce. We all know what is e-commerce. It's electronic commerce. So business transaction performed through electronic platform with the help of interest is considered as a e-commerce. So e-commerce means buying and selling of goods and service, or else the transmitting of funds or data using electronic network be found of internet. There are some challenges and opportunities of e-commerce. First of all, we will see what are the challenges in e-commerce, electronic commerce. There are finding the appropriate merchandise to sell. Next is ethical issues. Also, customer acquisition process, target a product target, less awareness, attracting the true customer, generating targeted traffic, capturing quality leads, nurturing the best prospects, or retaining customers. That are the all challenges in the e-commerce. But there are some opportunities are also include. That is, the first is use of Android mobile and availability of use apps. Next is expansion of social media. Next is opportunities for producers, wholesalers, retailers, and customers. And next opportunity is also in assistance for the patrons and assistance for the manufacturers. That are all about e-commerce. But there are m-commerce. About what is m-commerce? There is a mobile commerce. We can say m-commerce is online anywhere, anytime, and on any device, and is providing new business opportunities. So there are more scope and characteristics of m-commerce in the India. There is a mobility, equability, uniquity, varied users, willingness. That are the some characteristics of m-commerce. But there are some challenges also included in the m-commerce. That is the mobile commerce revolution has rewritten the rules on how online retailer attract customer and earn their loyalty and sell them their product and services. So there are some challenges which are the evolution of devices, fragmentation of devices, next is payment solutions, next is simplifying buying experience, next is slow and unstable connection, data privacy, device limitations. That are the challenges which are related to the m-commerce. And there are some opportunities for the m-commerce. That are the increasing numbers of employees or peoples, personalized experience, location based marketing or targeting, achieving higher CTRS through mobile advertising, seamless shopping experience, greater reach through social commerce, driving engagement, that is the brand loyalty and sales. And last opportunity is also that immersive experience using augmented reality, that are the AI. Here we just see your unit 3rd and unit 4. So we will stop here, and if you have any query you can ask me, otherwise you leave the meeting. Okay. जर असाइनमेंट्स तुमच्या ग्रुपला प्रोव्हाइड केल्या जातील किंवा केल्याही असतील, त्या सोडून आपापल्या सेंटरला आपण सबमिट करायचे आहेत. प्लस पेपर फॉर्मॅट काही चेंज झाला असेल तर प्लीज कॉन्टॅक्ट टू देवळी सर. ओके. सो वी विल स्टॉप हिअर. थँक्यू ऑल ऑफ यू.
थँक्यू मॅडम फॉर युअर व्हॅल्युएबल टाइम.
आय थिंक पेपर फॉर्मॅट काही चेंज झाला नसेल, फक्त MCQ जे घ्यायचे होते ते आता आपण पूर्ण इन डिटेल, म्हणजे आपले केस स्टडीज असतील किंवा 20 मार्क्स, 10 मार्क्स, 5 मार्क्सचे क्वेश्चन्स असतील, ते फक्त आपण एकदा तुम्ही कन्फर्म करून घ्या. देवळी सर आपल्याला त्याबद्दल सांगतील क्वेश्चन पेपरचं काही
ओके.
फॉर्मॅट चेंज झाला असेल तर, आणि झाला असेल तरी मायनर चेंजेस असतील, सो यू कॅन सॉल्व.